And hey, we are live. Hey guys, you're welcome to another week of the Rival Show. And this particular show is to bring in podcasters or our standard broadcaster for this particular show that will talk about the different rivalries we have in the Premiership, mostly the one that concerns Arsenal. And in this particular rival show, it's Manchester United. And we have no one else to grace this show but the one and only United family. Hola, hola, you're welcome to the show. You're welcome,
Yeah,
brother.
thanks for having me once again. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing from the last show, there's nothing exciting to bring into the show yet. But hopefully it gets better than what we are seeing now. But I don't think it gets any. We have a lot to talk about, dissect the game and get
Yeah.
an in-depth analysis of what went wrong and how.
Yeah, yeah. Hola, as you can see, Ryan Maguire, our other brother, our other brother in the flesh is here with us. And he says, yes, yes, the boys. Good luck, Ola. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Ola, you need that luck today, right? You need all that luck. And
No, but
I'm also sorry
at
to
this
tell
point,
you, Deji Spores has just given me his confirmation that he's showing up to the show, man. So you better be ready, man. He's
yeah,
coming to rub
like
the wounds on
it
Manchester
can be
United.
like I already know what to expect, and I don't think I really need a good luck because we've lost already. The good luck might have been better like during the weekend. Maybe we
During
would
the
have gotten something
weekend.
out of the game, but
Yeah.
now we just have to take all the banter and everything that's coming our way for now. Yeah, and hopefully it gets
Ola,
better.
Ola, you know what? Uh, if you just say you're going to take the whole banter, it it turns into something different. This is more than a banter. This is
Yeah,
something
true.
serious. It's something serious, and I really think that anyway, I'll just allow you to do the honors. Ola,
Yeah,
last weekend, Manchester United coming out from a loss in the first weekend. Uh, they went into that game in the heart of London in Brentford. Brentford just came into the Premiership last
yeah.
season, and they beat you guys 4 goals to nil in the second match of a very, very important season for Manchester United. Ola, can you give me a panoramic view of what happened last weekend at Brentford Community Stadium?
Yeah, I've said I would today's show I would give like three different views on this Manchester United team and everything that is going on. But first on the game, on the Brentford game, I felt like no, even though we know we are shit and we've been bad, no Manchester United fan will expect Brentford to beat us by 4 goals to nil. 4 goals in 30 minutes is like one of the worst performances I've
Yeah,
watched as a Manchester United fan.
yeah,
And we can't say the players we had on the pitch can match Brentford's players. They are way better than Brentford players with quality, with ability. So what went wrong? I don't even you can't give any excuses to these players because
yeah,
they should be good enough to beat Brentford. They should be good enough to beat Brighton. Against the bigger teams, fine. You lose some, you win some, you draw some. But
yeah,
against this lower leagues team, at least you should be able to even get a draw. Let's say you're having a bad day and
yeah,
things are really going your way. You should be able to scrape a draw. But with this Brentford game, I feel it was just compilation of errors. Error from David De Gea, error from Maguire, error
Oh,
from the like. Look at the first goal, for instance. The first goal was to be an easy catch for David De Gea. You shouldn't be
yeah,
spilling that type of. But that wasn't a shot. That was like a back pass to the keeper. You should be catching that. Okay, let's argue you made that first mistake. In the second goal, like the keeper is the one that is seeing the whole length of the pitch. You already
yeah,
see two players on Eriksen. You should be kicking that ball
definitely.
long or giving the
Hmm.
ball to Maguire or Martinez close to you. He ended up giving that ball to the same Eriksen, and the ball was snatched. Then the third goal was from a corner. And I don't know how Martinez, who is not like the tallest of players, should be the one standing close to the post. Should have someone like anyone else that can clear out that ball. Because if you have someone taller in that position, that ball might not have gone in. It might still have gone in true, but it might not. So you should take that. And the third goal was a counter attack, and that was one of the most annoying goals for me, apart from the David De Gea mistake. It was from a corner, from our corner, and the counter attacked us. So Ivan Toney, Maguire was the one with Ivan Toney, and suddenly he got lost, and Ivan Toney moved away from him. Before he could turn, Ivan Toney was already gone. You are the captain of this club, for God's sake. Why are you the one always having a very shit performance? I saw people like attacking Martinez. Martinez didn't. I thought Martinez was the best player for like the first 15 minutes because he was trying to get out some attacks and make sure that these people didn't have a lot of chances. But why will a captain of Manchester United or Harry Maguire be the most shit player on the pitch? Because Rashford is nowhere to be found. I told you on the other show, I will sell him if PSG bring a good amount of cash. I will sell him because he's looking bad. And I don't want
Ola. Let's there's a whole lot of things wrong with that Manchester United team. I'll give you the chance to chop them up one by one, but we have to start chronologically. Let's start from David De Gea. I'm just getting a message now. Deji Spores is held up in traffic. I don't think he will be meeting us with the show, so you're very lucky. Because the plan was to really grill you today, but wherever you are, we wish you safe journey as you're driving, man. Ola, see, this is very simple. David De Gea for the past 2 seasons has been Manchester United's player of the season, and of course that's because of the quality he has been able to display in front of goal. He practically saved you guys last season.
So for like 4 seasons now, not even one.
Like 4 seasons, If you want
5 seasons,
if you want to check it, from that extent. Ola, for the past 2 seasons, David De Gea has been your best player. Coming into the match against Brentford, and he has such an horrible show. And for him to be the best player for you for the past 2 seasons and displaying horrible displays like that, what do you say to this? Do you think David De Gea has lost it, or do you think the pressure of this new season has caught up with him?
I would say the pressure has caught up to him because we are just 2 games in. And even though we know our team is bad, we shouldn't be making silly errors. Errors like what he made that day was as bad as, I don't know how to put it, because these errors are errors that lower league teams make. That teams like goalkeepers keeping for Brentford, goalkeepers keeping for championships teams should be making. And David De Gea is making it. But I won't be so harsh on him because, like you said, he has been our best player for a very long time. But definitely. I feel with this new manager, we know he loves ball playing keepers. He loves ball playing defenders. He loves, he should be able to distribute the ball better. And that has been David De Gea's weakness for a long time, because we've not really had a manager that's bringing this style of play. We've always had managers that will always keep the ball long, just keep taking the ball out. But you need him to move the ball faster and be able to distribute the ball within the defenders to open up the other team. But and I noticed a lot of fans already had that doubt on David De Gea already, that will he be able to play under this style? Mm-hmm. But we all know he's good with shot stopping. Like, he makes world-class saves that you can't even imagine a keeper should make. Fine, but that first goal is a good shot stopper. Why are you making that type of mistake? I don't know. But we can make, like, it happens in football. You have an off day as a player, as a goalkeeper. So I don't want to crucify De Gea fully, but once it comes to the ball playing aspect, I'm not sure he can really do it. and
Do,
we might need to
Ola,
get in
do
another
you
goalkeeper.
genuinely think? Do you genuinely think that you need a new goalkeeper right now with the
Yeah, yeah,
disgraceful
yeah.
showing of the Gia last weekend? Do you think you need a new goalkeeper?
See, yes, we need a new goalkeeper, and not because of even his showing last weekend, but because we don't have a backup for now. Dean
Yeah,
Henderson has gone to Nottingham Forest. We only have Tom Eaton, and Tom
yeah,
Eaton, there's a level of games that Tom Eaton can play. So we definitely need a backup goalkeeper. But for now, we have a lot of priority positions we've not even dealt with. So talking about a goalkeeper now, I don't think is is really realistic for us. But we
yeah.
should be getting the goalkeeper in, if not in this transfer window in January or at the end of this season, we're getting a new goalkeeper in and someone that suits Ten Hag style.
So, okay, Manchester United as a football club, we all know how their gameplay used to go. Their gameplay is less of this passing from the back, and we've seen Ten Hag as that coach that really wants to impact this playing from the back into this
Yeah,
Manchester United team. It's going to be very, very difficult, but that's how Ten
yeah,
Hag likes his
it is
gameplay. That's what
true.
gave him tremendous success in Ajax of Amsterdam when he was playing, and
Uh,
even got into the Champions League playoff stage. So this is what I want to say. Do you think that David De Gea can be able to transition into that playing from the back in a very effective way? Do you think over time he can be able to get it right, or do you think that a new goalkeeper is needed to kind of like fine tune that system for Manchester United from the back? Because clearly it's not
yeah.
working. Clearly it's not working.
See, the issue with David De Gea is not like a 20-year-old, 25-year-old goalkeeper. He's 30 plus already. So it might be hard for him to transition into that. But it's still we can't write him off for now because we know it's just early days. Still take time. But we saw it with Pep. Pep had to change two goalkeepers. He had to let Joe Hart go. He had to let Navas go and bring in Ederson. And until then, he was satisfied with what he saw. So I think if they get hand to it, we need to get someone else. But for this season, we know we can't get a goalkeeper now. So for
Yeah,
this season, we just have to see, and hopefully he improves. Like we saw a glimpse of it during preseason, but preseason is
yeah.
preseason. You can't compare that to the full season.
To the
But for
full
now, we
season,
still have
yeah.
to give him. We still have to give him the benefit because it's the only option we have. The Nelson is
Have
not here, and we have Tom
yeah.
18. So we just have to give him that chance for now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. This is the one that even Ryan, when Ryan was here, our other family member, when Ryan was here for the Ryan and Claude show that we had on Tuesday, he gave your club the banter club of the week for the second week running.
Hmm.
Ola, your defense. This is one area that I really want to have an in depth look into as we are talking right now. I really felt like Martinez was really bullied on the ball last weekend. If a low cadre player, an average player like me, can be able to bamboozle Lisandro Martinez, jump higher than him, more physical than him, scored and was able to score, a goal from the confrontation with Martinez, which also shows us that Martinez isn't even really ready for the Premiership. Do you think that you securing the services of Martinez was the right thing to do for Manchester United Football Club to plug in the leaks you've been having in defense? Do you think Martinez was the right guy to buy, or is the right guy moving forward for that Manchester United defense?
What I would say about that is anything, like I love Ten Hag, and I feel anything the manager wants, we have to get it. We have to give it to him. And I feel he saw something in Martinez that made him get Martinez. But the issue I have with this Manchester United defense, if I should
Yeah.
go into dissecting the defense, is
Please.
I have noticed most times that when it comes to corners, when it comes to like set pieces, I notice that it's the players without eyes that are marking the players that are tall with other teams, and I don't know why.
We'll get to
Because we have
that.
Harry Maguire.
We'll get to that.
Yes.
Because I think that's a problem of Harry Maguire. You're the captain of a Manchester United team. English royalty.
Yes.
I keep saying this. English royalty. You're an Englishman. You're the captain. You had a bad showing last season. You were being dropped to the bench last season. And a new coach brought you out from oblivion with all the whole talk of your future being finished in Manchester United, brought you up, had faith in you, gave you the captaincy band again, and then you come and perform like a headless chicken in that defense. He performing as a headless chicken is different. We'll go to that later on. But as a captain of Manchester United, you are leaving Martinez to tackle Ivan Toney.
What I'm saying. He's just so obvious. So that's what I'm saying. I feel
it's criminal.
It's
criminal. Yeah, he's the captain of that team. He should be the one to go ahead. He should be the one to lead by example. Go make those marks.
That defense, to command the defense line, but he's never there. He's never doing that job, and that's why I feel it's unfair on Martinez. This is Martinez's second game in the Premier League. He didn't really have a preseason because he came in late.
It came quite late.
It takes time. Let's take an example of even Koulibaly. Koulibaly scored against Tottenham, but that was not Koulibaly's best game. In the first half, it was like he had a lot of misplaced passes. He made some errors. So that's like it takes time to adjust. The Premier League is not as easy as other leagues. It takes time to adjust. Right? So I feel it's unfair on Martinez. And I feel at some point we might see him playing in maybe in a different position, maybe in the midfield or in a different position. But I feel for now we need someone else playing against him. This Maguire thing, I feel it should be part of the downfall for Ten Hag, because if he keeps playing Maguire, we'll keep having issues because Maguire is not good enough, and he has never been good enough as a player. Enough.
It's even me when I saw Martinez struggling in that defense, he was confused. He didn't really know how to coordinate himself. He wasn't really. I don't want to say he wasn't aware. He was aware because he was making those tackles.
Yeah.
He can run. He has speed. But the guy that's just next to him, that should be helping him, clean up that defense. In a very effective way, is nowhere to be seen. Ola, please, can you tell me what you generally think of Harry Maguire right now? What's your position on him? Do you want to keep seeing that guy in your defense line?
I don't want to keep seeing him, and I feel at some point Ten Hag will have to put him on the bench, because if the game keeps going bad, and we all see Maguire is like the number one culprit when it comes to mistakes in that defense. So I feel at some point the coach will have to bench him. But for now, the coach is not giving him that benefit of a doubt, and I see people slating.
But does he actually deserve a benefit of the doubt?
True. He doesn't deserve it. But I want to give you a point about keeping Maguire as the captain. When Ten Hag came in, he's a new coach. He hasn't really he's new into the team. He's just knowing the players. You can't just come in and change your captain like that, because you don't really know other players. You need to understand what's going on in the team and how good the other players are, who is the leader, who is not. Then you have to choose your captain. But coming in, the only option he had was to keep Maguire as the captain, because he was the established captain in that team. And a lot of the players, they like him. He has a huge chunk of a cabal of the players that likes him. So the best thing for him to do, not to disrupt that team, is keeping him as the captain for now. Then moving on into the season and next season, I feel there will be a change of this captaincy. But for now, that's my captain. And at some point, you have to bench him. Because if your captain is having bad performance, okay, we saw it. We know Ten Hag is a very ruthless manager. He called these players in the second day that was to be their day off. You could see how many meters, 30.8 meters. The Brentford players ran 30.8 meters more than Manchester United. And these players are on 200k a week, 150k a week.
200k
just earning money. You have to bring them in to run an extra 30.8 kilometers. So we know that at some point, Ten Hag will have to be ruthless with Maguire. But for now, and even Maguire supporters and maybe the board, they are seeing it. They are seeing how shit it is. And at some point, you have to tell them, either I bench this player or maybe I have to leave this job. Because Maguire can't keep making mistakes upon mistakes, and we see him play the next game, we see him play. And it's not only Maguire. Luke Shaw, Diogo Dalot, there are a lot. So I feel
Ola, I want to come in there. What has Bailey done to Manchester United for him not to play a single game this season? What has he committed? Like, what is wrong? What has he done? Has he committed a big crime? What has he done that he cannot get even a look into that Manchester United defense? With what is happening with Harry Maguire moving like a headless chicken? I mean, literally like a headless chicken, because he has no direction. He's always looking at the other guy. He's always looking on who to point. You made the mistake. Instead of taking it by the reins and making the tackles, he's always looking for who to blame. Why isn't someone as ruthless as Bailey in there? At least Bailey has a kind of like awareness when he's playing. He's not like a headless chicken when he's playing in that defense. Even if they score, at least he's gonna fight till the end. Before even that ball gets to the net. What has Bailey done wrong? Why can't he get that pass into that Manchester United defense? Why? What has he done?
But Anthony, when it comes to Manchester United, I feel this English bias. I've always thought about it. It's always there with these English players.
It's there,
and that's why they always find a way to keep someone like Danny Fletcher. Look at Eritrea's backroom staff. He has Steve McLaren. Steve McLaren is England. He will always protect the England players.
A former English coach. He's actually a former English coach.
Yeah, yes. So they always like to protect the so-called England players, which we know in our squad they are like the worst. So at the end of the day, that's the reason why Maguire keeps starting. Because I understand that a Bailey might do something wild sometimes, but he's a far better defender than Harry Maguire. Rafael Varane is a far better defender than Harry Maguire. We saw the difference when Rafael Varane came in the second half. We saw the difference. So
what is Varane doing on the bench? A Champions League winner, a serial winner with Real Madrid. What is he doing on the bench?
That's why I would keep saying this problem is way more than a problem of a coach. We always go back to the hierarchy of the club.
You go back to the hierarchy, definitely.
Because there is something wrong somewhere. And I will be shocked and I will be pissed if I see Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire starting that next game against Liverpool. I don't care. I will start Malacia.
That's a special one. That's a special one. We're still going to go there. Let's see what Ryan Maguire says here. Ryan says Maguire is a good centre-back. Listen to him properly. He shows this for England. But when he puts on that United shirt, the captain's armband, and the 80 million transfer fee, he just changes. Ola, how will you technically respond to Ryan Maguire? Mind you, they bear the same son name. Maguire, Ryan Maguire, Harry Maguire. But Harry Maguire is nothing like this Maguire. This Ryan Maguire is a tough guy. It's not like a headless chicken like Harry Maguire. Completely disgraceful. I'll leave it to now.
The thing is, with Maguire, I've told people, England play a different system for Manchester United. And England play a similar system to what he was playing at Leicester, because they play like a more defensive approach. At Leicester, you don't attack too much. You play
Yeah,
more defensive because most of the teams you have to like come attack you.
yeah,
So once what in a defensive role, Maguire will look good because he don't have to do a lot of running. He doesn't have to do it. He just has to defend. That's
yeah,
all. But if you
yeah,
are playing as Manchester United and a team like Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, you have to be able to progress the ball. You have to be able
yeah.
to attack and
Attack.
and keep a high line because you have to move the ball forward. So and that's why he's having issues. Okay. England play sometimes five defenders, which is the three defenders plus two wing back, and
Yeah, wing
and
back.
and they still play. They will still play Phillips and Declan Rice again.
Yeah,
And those guys are defensive minded players, so you don't
defensive
really have
minded
much to
players.
do.
Yeah,
So it's a different system to play with England, and it's a different system to play with Manchester United. And you are playing close to 50 games a season for Manchester United. With England, you are just playing max of 10 to 20 games,
but
and that's if you are in, you are
but
in, you
but
are in, you are
but
in
but
a
the thing there
competition.
is that why does he keep performing very very well on an English shirt or in an English shirt, and then in Manchester United, forget the price tag. If you good, you're good because I've seen this
That's what I'm
with
saying.
Van Dijk. Van Dijk shows up, turns up for Holland, puts in a good shift, comes back to England, and is still that big boss right there. At the Liverpool
Yeah.
defense, in the heart of Liverpool defense. He never have days off. He always puts a shift for Liverpool Football Club. Why is because I feel for Manchester United because we're former rivals. It really sucks to see Manchester United uh, at the bottom of the league with a negative five. Ugh.
But Anthony,
It's heartbreaking. I can't even complete that
yeah,
sentence
true,
because
true,
it's
true.
heartbreaking to see English royalty languishing after two games at the bottom of the league. Even when we have other championship teams that are coming and fighting, putting a big shift. You can see Fulham. They're fighting. They're hungry. You can see Nottingham Forest. They are running. They're
Yeah,
hungry. Their
true.
defenders are hungry.
Yeah,
So why is
but
Manchester United
Anthony,
like that?
on Maguire at first, he hasn't really done anything exceptional for England. So I don't know why people are making it feel like if he won the Euros for England or he has won the
I
World
know,
Cup,
but
he has
but
done
but but,
anything.
but
Last
of course, he went to
okay,
the finals of
the,
the Euro, so that's something,
yes, he went to the final of the Euros, but they bottled it because they were playing a defensive approach. They were not attack minded, and they had a
Yeah,
lot of attacking players in their team. They were
in
playing a
that
defensive
team.
minded approach. Look at the last set of friendlies. Look at the game against Hungary. He didn't start, but he came in and he still made a mistake. They still scored them because of
Mistakes.
the mistake he made. So,
He has
so, so,
mistakes in him.
so, so
He
it
has
shows that
mistakes in
Maguire
him.
is not good enough. The England style of play is just covering his cracks. So you can't tell me Maguire is what you can't compare Maguire performance with England to Van Dijk's performance with Holland. It's on a different level.
There are two
That's what.
different
So
things. Yeah,
it just shows that Maguire is not really good enough. So playing for Manchester
yeah.
United, playing for England, you have to play. Like I said, close to 50 games for Manchester United. You play in the league 38 games. You play FA Cup, Carling Cup, you play Europa League, you play all these things. But with England, how many games do you play? Even in a tournament, you don't play a lot of games unless you get to the final. That's when you play 8 to 10 games.
See, Olaya. Okay, Jumi Oyebola, thank you very much. You're welcome to our show, and we love you down here. And you say, hello, it's nice to be here watching your live. Thank you very much, Jumi.
Thank you
You're
very
always
much.
welcome here. Uh, see, Ola, we can banter all these things about Harry Maguire, but there's something very important I want you to look into that also concerns Arsenal Football Club, and it concerns the
Yeah,
coaches and the player who comes with a big
yeah,
price tag. Harry
yeah,
Maguire came in with a record transfer of 80 million pounds from Leicester. He had a good season for Leicester. They just won the league at the time. He was a coveted English central defender. He was the next big thing after Rio Ferdinand. He came into that Manchester United team. His first season was good. Then after that first season, consequently, his performance just dropped.
Yeah.
Now, the thing coming into a team like Manchester United with that big price tag, and you're playing for Manchester United, and you have coaches that understand how to play with players that are being overpaid or that have a kind of ego. And these coaches can't take a constructive decision in saying, hey, Maguire, you came in with a big price tag, but you're not playing well according to, or you're not matching up with what your price tag, really is right now. I will put you on the bench. I think that the coaches that have come to Manchester United haven't done justice to that. Uh, Mourinho did not do justice to that. What's this? Your other coach, your
But
legend,
yeah, it's Ole
Ole.
Gunnar.
Ole never did that. He wasn't even tough on that. And right now, it's even showing that Ten Hag doesn't even have the balls to do it. Now, I'll take it back to Arsenal now, so that you can see where I'm coming from. Pepe came into our club. Nikolai Pepe came into our club from Lille for a world record sign. It was a world record signing fee for about 72 million pounds. Uh,
Yeah.
he played under Unai Emery, just like this. And when Ateta came, automatically he played. Ateta didn't like him. He didn't like how he was playing. What did Ateta do? He put him where? On the bench.
On the bench.
Right, even sometimes he doesn't even see the bench. That's how ruthless Mikel Arteta is. And this is our world record signing, 72 million pounds. Ola, what would you say to this? Do you think the coaches that are coming to Manchester United, Mourinho, Ole, and now Ten Hag, don't have the balls to say, Harry Maguire, sit on the bench? You are not displaying why we bought you, even if you came in for that world record fee of 80 million
Uh,
pounds.
yeah, but the issue, Maguire came in under Ole, not under Josie. So I have to take Josie out of that. So, but
Okay,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah,
we
that's true.
yeah,
Yeah,
but with Ole, I don't have to say about Ole because Ole isn't like he's the one that caused a lot of problem we are facing today with Maguire.
yeah,
Because you
yeah,
brought a player in, even if it's for 100 million, you don't just hand him captain armband on the platter of gold. He has to work for it.
you have
He
to
has
work
to
for
show
it.
that yes, I deserve the captain armband. But Maguire came in and only handed it to him easily without him showing anything. And that's why it's harder for these players now. I understand that Nicolas Pepe fine. But Arsenal has never been an England-dominated club that always used a lot of England players. Look at Liverpool, look at Manchester United. They are
Yeah.
always, at least they always have England players in
Mm-hmm.
charge of like the captaincy, this and that. Look at
Mm-hmm.
till today, Jordan
Yeah.
Henderson is like the main captain of Liverpool. If he
Yeah.
doesn't play, then Van Dijk or someone else.
Yeah.
They are England dominated. So that issue, and that's why I feel the issue of benching Maguire comes from. But I feel
Yeah.
with Ten Hag is just 2 games into the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's new to this league, and I feel
Yeah.
at some point we'll see Maguire on the bench. Definitely, I feel at some
Okay.
point we'll see
Okay.
Maguire on the
Let's
bench.
progress. Emeka is here. Amy Baba is a big friend of this channel. And he loves us here too. And we love you too, Amy Baba. And he says, I think he was overpriced, 80 million,
Yeah,
because he's English. Even when he was at Leicester, he wasn't spectacular,
but
overhyped.
yes, yes.
Do you think
Baba
Amy
just
Baba is correct?
is making the perfect point.
Hmm.
Let's see. People forget Maguire didn't win the league with Leicester. He came after they won the league, so he wasn't there that season that they won the
Yeah.
league. So what has it done to and that's very common with Leicester. Look at what they are doing with Fofana now. They are trying to
Yeah.
allow. They are trying to just come and pay close to 80 million for Fofana, and they are doing their
Uh-huh.
business. They are making their money.
They're
So
making
you can't
money.
blame them for doing that. So it's left for the club that wants to buy to know what to do.
Harry Maguire wasn't only the problem of Manchester United. Let's move forward from that.
Yeah,
Eriksen in the at the weekend, He played as a false nine. Can you believe it, Ola? As a false nine. A whole Manchester United. Eriksen, who has heart problems, is playing as a false nine, a position that is very, very important to it's the heart of any team because
Yeah,
because a false nine will have to make lots of runs, towards the 18-yard box, even to the wing areas, and sometimes you have to, uh, you're uh, that striker in a way that kind of like covers the midfield. You're the apart from the main striker, you're the other striker that actually covers the baseline between the strike force and the midfield itself. And it shows that you have to be doing lots of run-ins during gameplay as a false nine. How can you rate Ten Hag putting Eriksen in that position of a false nine? He was looking lost in that game against Brentford. He was being bullied in that position. Uh, yes, he's a technical player, he's a gifted player, he's a very, very good player, but he never had any impact in that game. What do you say?
yeah. The game he played as a false nine was the Brighton game. This Brentford game he played as a deep line midfielder. He played like in let's say the four role or the
But
role
but
Fred
but
used
but,
to
but
play.
it was still approaching.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
And that was why,
yeah,
yes, yeah. And that was
yeah,
why that goal we considered that the ball was snatched from him. He was in that
yeah.
position.
It was in that
And
position.
I understand why Taylor did that because he noticed McTominay is not good with the ball. Fred is not really good with the ball. He needs someone that is good with the ball. So he told him to drop deep sometimes and go forward sometimes. So he dropping deep was for him to be able to take the ball off the
Yeah,
defenders and move it forward.
yeah.
But the so-called Fred that was to do the marking and the running around was not doing anything. So it gave Eriksen more what to do. In the second half, Eriksen played better in the second half because then
Yeah.
he had someone like Donny close to him who is better with the ball. He
Who's
had
better with the
like
ball?
yes, like he had like better players around him in the second half than what happened in the first half. So we can see. I feel people think because we love Ten Hag, we want him to succeed at all. We can't give him some criticism. He has his faults too with his
Your team
formation
has become
and
worse. Your
and
team has become worse. Even Ran Maguire said that on the show, Ran and Claude show. He said that Ten Hag has actually made your team worse. Do you agree with that?
no, I don't agree with that. I don't,
Okay.
and I will not because last
Yeah.
season we had a lot of shit performance last season. See,
Yeah.
the thing with we fans is once the season goes by, we'll think
Yeah.
about the new season, which is normal. So we
Hmm.
forget some things that happened last season. We lost
Yeah.
to last of Watford. We,
Yeah.
we lost to Brighton 4-0. Like
Yeah.
we played like a very we lost to Crystal Palace in the last game of the season.
Sure.
We had a lot
Sure.
of shit performances last season, so we can't just
Definitely.
forget about that. And
Yeah.
and this was what Ralph was talking about. But because the people upstairs, they know with the way Ralph is talking, he needs full control of
Control.
handling the transfer decisions, and they don't want to give him
Yeah.
that control, and that was why they let him go. And they let him sign an NDA that he can't even speak about the club. He can't say anything to make us or to make we fans understand that this is what is going on. So it shows
Yeah.
how badly run this club is. But let's
Is
we'll keep that for another segment later.
no, no, no. That'll be our next topic because that's a big
Yeah,
one. It's a big one. But
yeah.
let's take this comment from our big friend here, Lanre Adebambo.
Big
Ah,
up.
big ups to you, bro. That's family, bro.
Yeah,
Maguire
big up,
is
bro.
an average player, and such players shine when the light is not shone on them. What do you say to
Yeah, true.
Lanre
True.
Adebambo?
I think like some young fans would say, I think if the captain armband is taken off him, there's less pressure.
Mm,
There's less
mm,
pressure to be a leader. There's less pressure to even perform. You can have a bad game and no one will really be
mm.
tackling you or making you feel so. And I just feel he just needs to forget that. Just take that captaincy off him and let him focus on the footballing part.
On
Focus
the
on doing his
footballing part,
primary
right?
job, which is to defend.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Ola, the Glazers. We've singled out the Glazers every single time. I've heard you time and time and time again. The type of courses behind closed doors that you have laid upon the hands and the feet of the Glazers is enough to run anyone down with an accident. But not just you, the Manchester United fan base have really exceptional and extremely cast the whole problems in the fit at the feet of the Glazers. But I have my own idea, of who to blame
Yeah.
in all these problems. But I'll just make you see reasons. It's easy to blame club owners that don't invest in the club. It's very
Yeah.
easy to blame them because you see where the problem is coming from, because they are not actually investing in the club to buy players, to help at least the team move forward with new and improved players that could actually energize the team and bring something different to the team. For instance, you can see that in Arsenal a couple of years ago, where they were always complaining that the Kronkers were just taking out money from the club, weren't depositing it back into the club. They're always taking billions and filling up their pockets. But right there at the pitch, we still had players like Mustafi handling our defensive backline. Calamities like that.
Yeah.
Vermaelen with lots of injury problems. This type of
Yeah.
players, we had them run the show all through for many seasons without reinvestment into the team.
Yeah.
And that's the rotten culture we see at Arsenal that is already changing, because right now, Arsenal have been putting up money, and that's due to the owners putting up money for the club. Now, I take it back now to
Yeah.
Manchester United. Now, Manchester United have spent nothing less than £1 billion. Take it or leave it, Ola.
Yeah.
£1 billion. Now, Ola, I want you to take this in. Like, take it
Yeah.
in. one
Yeah.
billion pounds. It's not $1 billion. It's not 1 billion pesos. It's
Yeah.
£1 billion
Yeah.
in Manchester United they have spent for players. Why should Manchester United be in this mess after you spent £1 billion on players? You can't tell me that the Glazers are not contributing fruitfully to player recruitment in that club. What is the problem, Ola?
Yeah, like I will say this and I will say it again. It's not all about spending 1 billion. What did you spend the 1 billion on? I watched an interview with one ex-Man U player. He said, now if you go into Manchester United training ground, you can't see that 1 billion. A lot of players they brought then with that money, a lot of them are no longer in this club today. A lot of them they've left today because they were players that should not even be in the club. And in the first place, see, I always say this: when you always need people that know about football handling footballing decisions
Handling
because
footballing decisions.
because people that are good, we have like good director of footballs, people that are good with recruitment. Paul Mitchell is an example which we were linked to before we promoted John Motog to be our football director. Look at the job Van der Sar is doing at Ajax. Look at the job
Ajax.
that even Edu
Making money for the
look
club. Making money.
Example of even Edu. Edu has done a far better job than the likes of Ed Woodward and even John Motog are doing because he's a footballing person. They play football. They know how it is. They can, like, you have to know how to identify talent.
Exactly.
Okay. And I was listening to a particular sport guy today, and he said something. He said before Ten Hag came in to Manchester United as a new coach, the club should have a team of scouts that have been looking at other players that can even bring to that look at so and so. We're looking at this defender. Okay, look at them. Which one is your preferred choice? We shouldn't rely on the manager to be the one bringing everything. I want this. Look at Arsenal. Some of the players Arsenal are signing are not even players that only the manager wants. Are players that the scouting team has scouted and look at this player will be good for us now. And they brought it up to the manager that, okay, see, this is also a player. He will be good in our system. Should we go for him or not? But our scouts, they are doing nothing. The people in charge of the recruitment are bankers, people that are looking at the monetary aspect, looking to make money. Look,
Yeah.
we had Ed Woodward for over 10 years. And Ed Woodward was part of the person that helped the Glazers acquire Manchester United. And
Yeah.
we see Man City making money, but they are still the owners are investing money from their pockets and of the money they are making. We see other clubs invest money from their pocket, but the Glazers are taking out money from the club. They are investing the money made from the club by the fans. It's not as if they are it's not as if they are bringing in money into the club. And now they see it's going bad. They even need people to come and help them. They are looking for help now. They are trying to sell minority shares.
Yeah. I think Ola's connection has gone. Okay.
They've taken out a lot.
Okay, Ola is
and
back.
now it's going
Ola is
from
back
bad
now.
to worse.
Yeah.
So something about buying this and buying that, you need to spend the money the right way. You need to spend the money the right way. You need to spend money on the right players. You need a good scouting network, a good scouting team, which we have not had this in years. And that's why all the players we've signed since Alex Ferguson left, majority of them are no longer in this club today. We signed Fellaini, we signed Falcao, we signed Alexis Sanchez from Arsenal, we signed Paul Pogba, Matic. Most of these players are not there again. The 1 billion is not even in the training ground again. The 1 billion we spent, all of them have left. We signed Paul Pogba for 100 million and let him leave for a fee. Jesse Lingard, he went to West Ham. He had a very good season. We should have sold him. Only brought him back, promising him to start, which we knew he couldn't start. And now we let him go for free. Bad decisions. Bad footballing decisions. And that's why I feel with Marcus Rashford now, we can cash in now because he has like 1 year left on his contract. And if we don't cash in now, he might end up living on a fee because I don't think he deserves a new contract because in the last 4 years, he hasn't done anything to show me he deserves a new contract.
It deserves a new contract,
Yes, it doesn't. So that's what we are saying. You need footballing people handling footballing decisions. And that's why the recruitment Arsenal had made this season with Zinchenko, with Gabriel Jesus.
No. Arsenal is the next one. We're talking about Arsenal, at the next back end. But let's finish up with Manchester United. Ola, Manchester United, it's clear to see that you guys will struggle to score goals this season. Yeah. With Rashford missing his shooting boots, with Sancho, a shadow of himself, even from preseason, with Ronaldo having his hair turned on with transfers out of Manchester United, at the heart of his consciousness. Where will you get goals this season?
When it comes to goals,
be very honest with me. Yeah, where do you think you're going to get goals this season?
I am not even really particular about goals for now. Do you know why I'll say that? Because the performances are really bad. Because for now we need to start seeing an improvement in the performances. And I feel with internal teams like the teams he has coached before, Ajax and the rest, we see that it's not a team that really rely on the striker to score. The goals can come all around the pitch, and that's what we see with City. Man City, Gundogan can score, Stones can score today. You see De Bruyne, Haaland, you see Mahrez. The goals will come, but the team needs to understand themselves. They need to play a better football, and once they are playing well, they can move the ball better. They can make better decisions on the pitch. Then there will be a lot of space for a lot of goals to come in from anywhere and everywhere in this team. But before we handle the Manchester United part, I want to talk about there's a particular news of someone coming in to buy Manchester United or buy a minority shares in Manchester United.
Ola, we cannot get your video feed. Actually, we're only getting your audio.
Whoa, but I can see my video over here. Maybe let me
frozen.
Let me do
it's back now. What happened?
It's back.
Yeah, it's back now.
I don't know.
Maybe you pressed something. I don't know. Yeah. So you were saying something, brother.
So we saw a news broke yesterday that Sir Jim Ratcliffe, which is a British billionaire, is planning on buying a minority shares in Manchester United with the hope of even getting full ownership if possible. And what I feel we all as fans, I'm giving a rallying cry to Manchester United fans.
Yeah.
With Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he has been a Manchester United fan for all through his life. He was even at the final in Turin when we won the treble. It was and he's a good businessman. He's the owner of Nice in France.
Yes.
And he's looking to buy this club. We know the Glazers are not footballing people. We are hearing news of even the remaining 4 people in the Glazers, because there are 6 in the Glazer family. The remaining 4 are trying to give up their shares and they want to sell the club because they are not really interested in football. They love the American football and they don't really care about what we want to do. But with Sir Jim Ratcliffe is a football loving person, Manchester United fan. He was in the bid to buy Chelsea, but he couldn't get it because he didn't value Chelsea that high, and because he's a United fan. So some factors. So I feel for now we need new ownership. We can't force the Glazers to sell, but if we as fans stand up against the Glazers, in the Liverpool game we have talks of protest, we have talks of people walking out, we have talks of people being in banners, and letting the Glazers know how we feel. The issue now is we can't really cut the money the Glazers are making, because a lot of season ticket holders, they bought season tickets for the games are the home games. It's just the away games. And we need to boycott buying merchandise from the store. We need to boycott, like we need to do things that will really off the Glazers' pocket.
But Ola, do you think this protest is coming at the right time?
It can only come this early.
Ola, you just lost your first 2 games against Minnows. Against Minnows, you lost your last 2 games. You're at the bottom of the Premiership, mind you. You're English royalty. You're at the bottom of the Premiership, and now this weekend, you're facing the angriest. I'll reiterate it for you. You're facing the angriest Liverpool team you will ever see, because they've gone 2 games without any win. They want to come back because they've seen what has been going on with Man City and Arsenal. They want to catch up. And Manchester United fan base are planning on protesting on that same day before the match. Isn't this a recipe for calamity, Ola? Don't you see yourself losing 10 goals to 1 on the day?
Anthony, we are in calamity already. We are in one of the worst situations a Manchester United fan wish we could be in. Now it's going away from even the footballing aspect. It's going to aspect of we want our club back. We want Manchester United we once used to see. See, we can get a result against Liverpool and lose the next game against Southampton. It's not about and the thing with Liverpool coming to win 10-0. Liverpool were supposed to be angry against Crystal Palace, but they were not able to do anything. So
no. I don't agree with that one. No.
Yes, they were supposed to be angry.
No, bro. Crystal Palace is a boogie team. That's who they are. They're a boogie team. They took points out of the top 3 last season. You can't disrespect that team just like that.
They took points out of those teams. Most times they take their points when they are at home, not away. Most times they take the points at Selhurst Park when they are at home.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I will tell you something.
The top teams beat teams home and away. So,
every team,
if they can be able to take points away from them at home, it's good.
Everything will tell you the worst place to go to is Anfield when it comes to the fans and the support. For you to go to Anfield and get a result, even the bigger teams don't go to Anfield and get a result. Liverpool didn't play well that day, and against Fulham also they didn't play well. Minus the red card incident, which I feel cost them the game. They might have gotten a win at the end of the day, but that red card which was rubbish from Darwin Núñez cost them the game. But apart from that, I feel this is the right time for us to let our voice known. We did this last season because the Liverpool game cancelled. The Glazers with the Glazers house protest. But at the end of the day, we didn't give that follow up. After that protest, They promised us heaven and earth. They started doing the fan forum and all. Then
let's
we
read some
calm
of the
down.
comments before we now get to Arsenal. Um, Ryan, agree with Lanray. But the spotlight is so bright on Manchester United players. They
Yeah.
need the mentality for this. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
they really need the mentality. I really think that the players should step up. Let's forget blasting the Glazers. You have to make do
Yeah.
with what you have right now, right?
True.
You have to get
You
Ronaldo
can't.
scoring. You,
The
you have to
players
get
can't.
Fred in on that mix again. You cannot tell me that Bruno, that had such a remarkable season 2 seasons ago, and now it's shit. You can't tell me that. There's something wrong.
Oh,
It should be something
when it
wrong
comes
with his
to
psychology or something. You should get him back. You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
tell me
true,
he's shit.
true.
Bruno is not
Uh,
shit. He's a good player. He's a wonderful
when it comes to
player.
the players, they have to take responsibility. You
They
can't
have to think,
see this.
yeah,
See,
the
see, see
responsibility doesn't just lie on the Glazers. The players
the
need to
Glazers
take
is a different matter on
responsibility
its
too.
own. It's a different matter on its own, which is the
Yeah,
hierarchy. But when it comes to performances on the pitch, which is the number one job of every player to perform, you have to
yeah.
perform.
Uh, Ola's his connection got hooked there. So I'll just read the comment from Ryan. Arsenal are scouting players on ability and mentality. They're looking for how they act on and off the pitch. Uh, United need this and a miles better link between the owners and the scouting team. I clearly agree with you, Ryan. We can see that Arsenal have their transfer policy has changed over time. It has changed over time. Now we need players that can actually that love to play for the club. That's the kind of uh, of recruitment that we want. I'm trying to get Ola back into the mix, but I don't know. Um, Ola, I've brought you back in, but seems like you're not in yet. Okay. I'll also take the next comment from Amy Baba. Amy Baba says here, spot on, Ola. Football directors and recruitment agents should be people with footballing knowledge. Yeah, to be very sincere, most clubs, most clubs really, really, really need people handling football at the top end to be footballing savvy people, because most teams are usually having this big problems when it comes to. Okay, Ola is back. Hello, Ola, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, yeah. Ola, I will
Yeah, I can
just
hear
take
you. Yeah.
what Amy Baba says here. He said something spot on, Ola. Football directors and recruitment agents should be people with football knowledge. For example, ex-footballers. Just like what I was also saying here, we need ex-footballers running the club
Yeah,
in
true,
terms of sporting
true.
directors, director of football, handling recruitment, because they are more in tune, they are more in
Yeah,
touch with reality when it comes to recruitment of players into the club. What do you think about that comment from Amy
yeah,
Baba? Ola?
yeah,
What do you think about that comment from Amy Baba?
yeah. Yeah, it's spot on. You need footballing people in charge. You need footballing people in charge of a football club. That is why it is
Yeah.
called a football club. It is not a charity. It is not a dance club. It's a football club. So you need footballing people handling those decisions and making better decisions, because they will make far better decisions than bankers or people that are after money.
Damn
I know at the end of
bankers,
the
yeah,
day, you need to
exactly.
make
I
profit in any
completely
business
agree
you
with you,
do.
Ola.
But first,
Yeah, yeah.
like no one can tell me if Man City, they make money every year because they keep winning titles, they keep getting big and bigger sponsorship. So
Yeah.
I don't understand why the Glazers would think the fact that we are not winning anything, but they are still making money is good. If we are winning, they will make more money than what they are making now
What they are
because we
making
are
now,
winning
yeah.
stuff and we get more sponsors. If are planning to cancel their sponsorship, they are planning to I don't to show you how bad it's going. It might be. So that's why the gas might have at some point.
I'm very sorry, viewers. Ola's connection is really, 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 really having problems. But I'll just take it up from there. Lanre Adebambo, he says the owners of Manchester United, like coaches, that won't challenge their authority regarding a lot of activities, in the club. Uh, I think I buy that. I buy that comment, Lanre, because I think many of these big clubs, yeah, many of these big clubs, they just want to insert yes men into that sporting director roles, because uh, they don't want anyone arguing with them. They don't want anyone challenging their authority, at the time. Someone that they would just say, hey, we need to sell this player, we need the money, and they go and they sell. That's the kind of director of football or director of recruitment that most of these clubs are having, at the helms of affairs. And even apart from that, I have a big problem when most clubs uh, promote bankers and financiers as their director of football or director of recruitment, and whatnot, because it's just money driven. It's financially driven rather than sport driven, and that's why Arsenal's change is laid bare to see. Uh, we've transformed our recruitment because we've brought in a footballing person there, in the mode of Edu. Now, Edu is there. Edu is making footballing and recruitment decisions that benefits the club, and that's what I want to see. I want to see an Arsenal Football Club that would be able to balance both our sporting area and our footballing area with our finances. It makes everything a lot more easier, and this is also a very, very big problem for Arsenal Football Club, mostly with the issues we have with sales of our players that were bought for exorbitant prices. For instance, uh, Pepe Pepe is about to leave for Nice. Now, negotiations is going right now as we speak for Pepe to leave on a season-long loan to Nice, and Arsenal is actually struggling to actually get even up to 30 million pounds, not even up to 20 million pounds for a forward player that were bought for about 72 million pounds. It's utterly disgraceful. That's just the only area that I have a problem with Arsenal for now. But apart from that, our recruitment is doing well right now. As you can see, they just brought in Jesus. Oh, Ola is back, so I'll put him back to the stream. Uh, Ola. Ola is off again. Yeah, I'll hold it down until it comes back to the stream. And yeah, uh, just like I was saying, uh, for the mere fact that we have uh, someone that has actually played football in the helms of affairs at Arsenal Football Club as our director of football, it makes everything more easier. You could see that Edu Gasper has serious links to the Brazilian team because he was also part of it was also part of their crew, their technical crew, and even apart from that, having those links to the Brazilian national team, you could see the people that he's been linked with. You know, it's with his links that he was able to bring in Jesus. Okay, I think Ola is back. Ola, are you back with us? Hello, Ola.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ola.
Yeah,
Ola,
can you hear me?
your connection again. It's the same thing with Manchester United. It's the same. It's just the
It's
same.
not connecting.
It's not
The
connecting.
Glazers are after me. The Glazers the Glazers are after me.
Yeah, they're all over you. Okay,
I'll
let's
be
just take some comments here. Amy Baba, big up Ola. You have
uh,
depth. You have a depth knowledge of football administration. Also, Man United runs in your blood.
big up, bro.
That's Amy Baba bigging you up, man.
Thanks, man.
And even backstage, he
Big up,
really
brother.
likes you. So yeah. Amy Baba,
Big up.
spot on, Ryan. Ryan says something here. Amy, thanks, brother. Yeah, Ryan Maguire. Uh,
Uh,
Tony Gerrard is now here with us. This is a lovely brother. We send love to you, Tony Gerrard TV. And he says something. I think football
uh,
management is not it's it's not than just being it's more than just being a football player or ex-football player. You need to be educated in management. Being an ex-footballer isn't
uh.
like it won't cut it, isn't it alone? So it
Yeah,
won't cut
yeah,
it. Do you
true.
agree with Tony Gerrard TV?
It's
Ola.
not really yes. Yes. Yeah, true.
Okay. Yeah. Now
Yeah, I agree with
okay.
him, but being a footballer first, and like a lot of these footballers, they go for coaching, they go and do their coaching badges and the rest.
Yeah. Yeah. So Amy
So
Baba
so
says
so you
here.
can have more knowledge and an in-depth knowledge of how management is compared to just being a footballer.
Just being
So
a
it's good,
footballer.
but being an ex-footballer and being someone that knows the game will make it easier and make you and will allow you make better decisions.
Yeah. Amy Baba says something here. Amy Baba says, you are right, Tony Gerrard. Football is huge business. So a mixture of both will be great. Management, financial, and football knowledge. I totally agree. Ola, what do you say? Arsenal.
Yeah,
What do you think about our cruise control last
yeah,
weekend?
yeah, I agree.
What do you think about our cruise control last weekend against Leicester?
Like it was expected.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was expected because with we are we asked now they are playing better than last season. You can see the chemistry. The chemistry is there. The players, they understand themselves. They don't need to think of who is here and where they are, who is supposed to be here. They already understand the team and the movement.
yeah,
And watching the All or Nothing documentary also, it shows me an in-depth analysis to what Arteta was doing backstage, trying to make these players
backstage.
understand the positioning and all to make it easier for them to navigate around the pitch, which was very good and which we are seeing on the pitch this season. They
Yeah,
understand themselves.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
the right back knows where the left back is going to be
Where the
at
left
a
back is going to
particular
be.
time, moving forward and all. Like it's very fluid and very interesting. And Gabriel Jesus is going to be a shocker this season. We'll see how goes and there are people that predict. People are predicting 15 to 16 goals. I will predict 20 goals upward for Gabriel Jesus this season because it's looking really
Yeah,
good by Arsenal this
yeah,
season, and hopefully it gets
yeah.
better because we don't want to see a typical Arsenal performance of always bottling it at some point.
at some point. Yeah, and me too. Yeah, I really also think so too, because I think Arsenal really showed their maturity in that game against Leicester. Like you can see, immediately Leicester got their goals, Arsenal was firing back. That's something I've hardly seen Arsenal do. When Arsenal score a goal and that team kind of like equalizes, we kind of just put our head down and just start playing the game a little bit sluggishly, and start over defending. But twice that Leicester City responded, Arsenal
Yes,
responded
their
back
hands drop.
quickly. Yeah. Arsenal responded quickly, immediately, and we've got those two goal lead back on, and that's how I want to see the Arsenal team. That's how I want to see us play. That's how I want to see us respond. Rather than burying our heads
Immediately.
down in shame, go there immediately. Start fighting for the ball. And again, you could also see what Gabriel Jesus brings to that team. He's a fighter. He's a runner. He's always running. He's hungry for the ball. He was just always running, 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 running. And that's the thing with Gabriel Jesus. And he improves every other player around him, just like you can see. Do you know that
Yeah. It's
Gabriel
just
Martinelli?
it's just
Do you know that Gabriel
confidence.
Martinelli
It's
has scored
confidence.
twice
The
now
player,
in 2 games,
the
and we're not
players,
talking
the
about
players
it?
are confident.
Yeah. And Gabriel Martinelli has scored, like twice now in 2 games without anyone even getting to notice it.
Yeah,
it's
see,
just there.
see, like Martinelli is one player that I feel bad about.
Hello, Ola. Are you with us? Hello, Ola. Ola is
Like I
having
said, Martinelli is one player that
Ola is having problems with his network, so I'll just kind of like try to finish up the show. Yeah, and just like we saw, it's easy for us to see the impact of Gabriel Jesus in that Arsenal team. The way he fights, the way he's always running. You can see the hunger. He wants to prove himself. He wants to kickstart his Arsenal account. So this is something that okay. Ola is back with us here. Hello, Ola. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. Hello?
yeah, hello.
Yeah, Ola. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I wanted to say something on Martinelli.
Yeah.
Uh, the like I said, I had Martinelli in my fantasy Premier League team at the
Yeah.
beginning, the week the league started, and I had to sell him because I wanted to buy Salah, and he ended
Okay.
up scoring that week, and he scored another goal again this weekend. And I'm already contemplating on getting him back into my FPL team I feel I feel he's see, Martinelli has always been good, but
Yeah.
we haven't
Yes.
really seen him play consistently. So seeing
Yeah.
him play consistently now and he's looking good, if he can keep up with this performance, this season will be one of his best seasons
Best
in a national
seasons.
shirt.
Yeah.
Like I
Now
said,
I want you
like
to see the
it's like
jibe
it's like one of the underdog players that people are not really looking at, but he's doing a very good job and
very good
he's having
job.
a massive impact in this national team.
Ram Maguire says something to you. He says Ola's connection is being managed by Erik Ten Hag. I totally agree. Your connection is, oh my God, it's just like Ten Hag's connection with Manchester United. Okay, what is your prediction for the next game? Manchester Manchester United versus Liverpool.
uh, yeah, yeah,
What's your prediction for that game?
yeah. Well, it's good. So,
Hello, Ola.
uh, I will. I don't think I have a prediction. I think. I think. I think Liverpool will win the game, but I don't just know the goal margin of
The goal margin.
how many goals.
Yeah.
I think
Last
Liverpool
week,
will win the
last
game
week I
because they
said
are in a better
7-1.
position than
Last
us.
week I said 7-1. I completely believe that Liverpool will maul, like they will destroy Manchester United. Come Monday. That's what I think, and it will be from the range of 6 to 7. So that's how I see it. Yeah. Then what do you think about the Arsenal game? Arsenal versus Bournemouth.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Ola?
Let's see how it goes. It depends
Arsenal versus
because
Bournemouth.
Liverpool are not really looking good. Arsenal will win the
Okay.
game by just 3 goals to nil.
Okay, 3 goals. That's what you say. Okay, good. Ola, because your connection is not good, so I would just have to round up the show.
I said,
Ola, thank you. Ola, thank you for joining the show. Hopefully, we pray that your connection will be good when you come for the
yeah,
post game matches for the weekend, when me,
yeah,
you, and Ryan Maguire would link up all over again. Uh, I'm very sorry if Manchester United loses again next week, but definitely we will
yeah, no
see
problem, bro.
again before then anyway. Ola, thank you for coming to the show, and we
Yeah,
hope you come and grace the show again. Yeah, tomorrow we have a show with
we have to take it. We have to.
y- yeah, we have our show
Yeah,
with
sure.
Osage Lee Izeko, and is coming to talk about the Chelsea game against Tottenham, and for the games at hand, prediction for the next Premiership games coming up this weekend, and we'll also be talking about Arsenal also. Ola, thank you very very much. Tomorrow's stream will be from 8 p.m. UK time. Join us for Real Talk with Osage
Thank
Lee
you.
Izeko. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow. Ola, thank you very, very much, and definitely see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.